Hi, I'm Cheryl Dodd. I am a member of Celebration Church at Columbia. My husband is Greg Dodd. We've been at Celebration Church for over 27 years, and we have two daughters, Martina and Monique. Before small groups, we had been coming to church for many years, and we had different variations of small groups, and I was always excited about that and hoping that I could encourage Greg to actually go to a small group, a men's small group. He even tried going in the morning, maybe once or twice, and then that was it. So I didn't want to badger him, but I really knew that small groups could be a wonderful opportunity for him. And Greg was really quiet, didn't really interact a lot with people. It was like, okay, church is over, let's go. And I might be out socializing. He was like, okay, and he'd be waiting in the car. So that's kind of why I thought it would be good for him to have some male mentorship and encouragement, and that's how he was before small groups. A couple years ago, there was a new iteration of small groups, and I really didn't see it coming. Actually, Greg started meeting at, I think he was invited to a small group by one of the men, and he told me, hey, I'm going to go to small groups, and I didn't say anything. I was really excited, but I just kind of kept it down. And he went, and he went, and he went, and he never stopped. And in fact, after being together with the group that he was invited to, he and another brother ended up branching out and having another small group, which I was just over the moon, and I didn't want to try to just kind of scare him, but I was so excited. And groups have meant so much to us. You know, he'll tell me the night, a couple days before, oh, the men are coming over, or the guys, he calls them the guys are coming over. And he has this big smile on his face, on, you know, not maybe always on the outside, but I hear it on the inside, that he has a group of men that they can just have that time to be themselves, not worry about, you know, the clock, you know, stress. Is just a safe place for them. So I'm really excited, you know, that he got into groups and got into leadership, and he's now even recruiting. So he's a whole changed person. He smiles more, he's happier, he handles, you know, me a whole lot better. He's more peaceful, and I just love it. Absolutely love it.
Hi, I'm Rhonda Holbrook, and I am married to Stephen Holbrook. We've been married for 32 years now. So we have relocated from Georgia, moved here to Columbia, and we have been members of Celebration Church for 8 or 9 years now. And one of the things we have found, the biggest blessing we found here at Celebration has been our small group. So when I think about my husband and how he has grown being in the men's small group and our couple small group, I can just share with you 8 or 9 years ago, Steve was pretty much just by himself. We had no real connections within the community, but what small group has done has allowed us to connect with, or at least allowed him to connect with a Christian men in strong fellowship. I can't say enough for one of the members of the small group, or at least he used to be a small group, Brother Fralin, has been just a powerful, can't think of the word to describe, but he's had such a powerful impact in his life, and they're able to lean on each other for support, and not just for spiritual things, but they also are able to do fun things together. Being able to participate in men's worship, such as the activity that you guys are attending right now, that's been a blessing. And then I think as a couple, our couple small group has been like amazing. We start off with Diane and Rodney, in our small group, and then we have progressed and changed over the years. And each one of the couples have we've bonded very well, and our two became one small group. I just have become very unique. We are such transparency within our group, and at least for Steve and I as a couple, we've just grown together spiritually. 9 years ago when we joined small group, one of the things that we didn't do, and I find such a blessing and powerful in my life now, is our morning prayer that we have together. And I think that all developed and became a part because of his fellowship and worship with the men's small group, and then the men that he's met within a couple small groups. So everybody individually has just been shared their own special testimonies within our couple small group, and we all have been able to learn from each other. So I just can't take away how special that's been for us as a couple.